Hey you guys, it's Shemaine here and welcome back to my channel here at Cake Up and Curls. So this is going to be yet another TTC video. This video is going to be specifically regarding my 2-week wait, what I experienced in that 2-week wait, and if my IUI, my first IUI, was successful or not. So if you guys do want to hear a little bit about what I experienced in these past 2 weeks, definitely keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Show me some love. And if you're enjoying these trying to conceive updates in these videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, please. And yeah, that is it. I'm done rambling. Just keep on watching. In my 2-week wait, I kind of mentioned in my last IUI experience video that I didn't really write down a lot of stuff in these 2 weeks. And I mentioned in that video as well that there was a reason why I did not. And it was because sometimes I can give myself a lot of anxiety by just kind of noticing everything that's going on with my body. And I just didn't really want to have that feeling in these 2 weeks. So I really focused on de-stressing, very positive vibes, and focusing on what I was eating and what I was consuming in the 2 weeks prior to me having to take a pregnancy test. The doctor ordered me to have my progesterone checked a week after my IUI. So I did that and those results were great. So I definitely did ovulate this cycle, which is awesome. And my progesterone level was at a 17.1. So of course that just gave me even more positive vibes. But kind of backtracking, in that first week, I was feeling some symptoms, but I believe they were as a result of my trigger shot, which I also did mention in my last video as well. So I was feeling some breast tenderness and a lot of nausea. Again, I definitely will account that being that trigger shot that I was having some side effects too. So other than that, what I would do every day after work is come home. I did work from home quite a bit just because it's kind of busy at my job. So I would come home, I would light a candle, turn the lights out, have some TV going, and really just de-stress. Another thing that I did every single day in my 2-week wait was drink peppermint tea or green tea. I'm a tea drinker anyway, so I just believed that, I wanted to kind of keep my body warm, to kind of help promote implantation as well. So, I did a lot of research on, things that may help or may not help. I mean, a lot of this stuff is not scientifically proven, but, it definitely helped a lot of other people. And being that I was a tea drinker anyway, it didn't really bother me to have to start drinking tea every day. I mean, I think that more than anything, it helped me because there's so many health benefits to green tea and peppermint tea. So I would drink tea all the time and just try to keep my body warm. First week of that 2-week wait, it was like a breeze, you guys. I was so surprised at myself that I wasn't super anxious to want to take a test or anything. I was really just trying to focus my mental on just again de-stressing and really just God. I think that was the only thing that was really getting me through these 2 weeks. Going into that second 2-week wait, this is when it started to get a little interesting. Sunday comes and I had a lot of running around to do. So I was out running around, getting ready for the holiday. Of course, there's shopping involved. So I'm in Target, and as I'm in Target, I was feeling super, super nauseous, you guys. I was okay. I was just thinking to myself, I'm almost certain this trigger shot might be out of my system by now, because I want to say that it was either 11 or 12 days, between 10 and 12 days past my trigger shot and my IUI. Like I said, I wasn't writing everything down, which is why it's kind of So I know I'm going to be testing this coming Thursday, so let me just, you know, buy pregnancy tests while I'm out. So I bought a bunch. I bought some cheap ones because I didn't really buy any like cheapies off Amazon yet. I hadn't gotten to that point yet. So I just bought like some super cheap ones and then like a couple first responses just to have. Home, and I'm just telling my husband, like, I feel so nauseous. Like I had to literally take a second and sit down because I was feeling so nauseous. So later on that night, I got like the bright idea to take a pregnancy test. I was like, let me just take a pregnancy test. Like, I'm not sure that anything is gonna show up, but you know, who knows? I'll take a pregnancy test. So I took a test, and you guys, there was a second faint line, like super, super faint. Record it, but like you couldn't really see it on record, like on my camera. So, you know, like after that, I was like, gosh, why did I do this? Like I was doing so good, and then I think that the whole nausea just like made me think that like maybe it was possible or whatever the case may be. So I took a test and there was a faint line. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, the trigger shot can stay in women's system. So I've read like up to 14 days in some women. Like, I'm not saying that's in most women, but depending on the dosage of injection or trigger shot that you have, like it can definitely stay in your system. So I was like, this could possibly be a false positive. Like I don't really even want to get my hopes up, because like I even said in the video, like, don't get your hopes up, don't get your hopes up. Like this could possibly be that trigger shot, like, you know what I mean? So I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna test until I'm supposed to test, and that was this past Thursday. Hey guys, so today is exactly 2 weeks from my IUI, and I am going to be testing today. So I will admit I did slip up a little bit, and I took a test on this past Sunday. Sunday would have been 11 days past my trigger shot and 10 days past IUI. I'm gonna go ahead and test. This is not my first morning urine. Today is cycle day 30. Now my cycles have been pretty regular for the past couple of months. Like normally on average they're about 32 days on average, but for the past couple of months they've been coming at 30 days. So I haven't gotten my period yet. It feels like I'm really crampy and that I should be getting my period. So hey, like obviously if these are negative, then I should be expecting my period in the next day or so. So I have this first response test, and then I did pick up one of the 88-cent tests from Walmart. So I have the first response here, obviously, and then the little Walmart cheapie here. So I'm gonna show you guys the first response test that I got the first time, and this line, I don't know if you guys can see it here, actually came up like within the 3 minutes that I tested for. So that was definitely there when I first did the test. And like I said, I definitely do see a second line, but I'm just not sure if that was just me testing out the trigger and the trigger still being in my system. Again, this was actually 11 days past my trigger shot. So I am super tired. I am ready to go to bed, but before I do, of course, my 3 minutes is up. I'm gonna check these out. Looks like a negative, guys. All right, guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed right now. Both tests look to be negative. But I'm hopeful. I was really hopeful this cycle. I was really optimistic that this cycle would be our cycle, but unfortunately it is not, and that's okay. You know, we're just gonna keep trying and remain prayerful that God's got us at the end. All right, you guys, so there you have it. our first IUI was not successful. Today is Saturday, you guys, and per my app, my cycle started like clockwork. Like, started pretty early this morning, and I am officially out. But I'm not even sad. Like, I'm not even joking with you guys. Like, I was pretty disappointed, you know, as I was taking the pregnancy test and I was guessing that I was out for the month. Like, but now it's official. I am out for the month. Like, our IUI did not work. But that is okay, because I'm saying this with a smile. Like, God's got this figured out. Like, I'm not even worried about any of this. I'm not, it's not that I'm not disappointed. I'm just confident that I know that God is gonna work this out for us. And, you know, he didn't give me a deadline. He didn't give us a date. And so we know that either way it goes, God's gonna work it out. And so we are just optimistic about going into this next cycle. We're starting IUI yet again. You know, it's so crazy because I wrestled through so many different emotions with this. Like, I was becoming so discouraged, like, towards the end as I was testing, and they became negative, and I was just thinking, like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not going to share my next, you know, round. I can't take it. It's just too disappointing, and all of this. And that's not why, you know, that's not the purpose of this journey. Like, God has me going through this journey for a sure purpose. And, you know, part of my journey is sharing it with you guys and just really having the support. So I'm not even worried about it. I'm just more excited to kind of get it started again. So I am going to be starting my letrozole here in the next few days. Right now, we are definitely going to be heading for IUI number 2. We just want to say thank you to everybody that supported us in this cycle. You know, it definitely takes a lot to put yourself out there, but we've gotten nothing but love and support and prayers from everybody that has supported us in this journey. So we couldn't be more happy and just more grateful for you guys rooting for us and praying for us and just supporting us all, supporting us both through this process. So we thank you guys so much. You guys, I am done rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like seeing these types of videos, and Lord willing, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.